a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain?
Back to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Lightning, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Some big life decisions going on.
Nice.
I decided I'm going back to school to get a
I was sorry. I would have loved if you were like, some big life decisions. I've decided that I'm going to try to 100% this video game. Just like totally not a big life decision. It's a big commitment, but I
yeah.
think I can pull through.
No, deciding to go back to school, get a master's degree in music therapy. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But I've just been
You're in the early
yeah.
planning stages of this.
Yeah, I've got a phone appointment with an advisor for school, and I want to check out some other schools.
Are you planning
So on.
for spring semester?
So I was hoping so. I want to talk to the advisor about this. They're not. They're planning. Summer of 2022.
That's okay.
That's far away.
Yeah.
Like what happened to spring of 2021?
Was that, I guess that was booked back in 2019?
Yeah, right. No, exactly. So I wanna know what's up with that. Or do they like not accept students in spring? Like
That would be a weird semester not to accept students.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Also summer, that's your
Right. Yeah. That's when I want to go to school.
yeah. I mean, I will if I have to. I
Right.
guess
It's
I'll
just an
start.
odd choice to be like, that's what we are planning for over here.
Right. So I definitely want more information on that. Besides that, yesterday was my parents' anniversary.
Nice.
So that was cool. Been spending a lot of time with Pauline, aka Monsoon, this week 'cause she had a week off,
Nice.
which was cool.
nice.
We went to the Natick Mall recently.
Natick is a city in Connecticut. Yes.
No, but it's that direction. Natick is in South Mass.
Oh, okay. I think I've been to this mall, is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. It's huge. It's got
Yeah.
and it's got a Newberry Comics, a GameStop,
It was a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I've been to this mall.
okay. It's definitely somewhere I think you'd want to check out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my my grandmother and my only surviving grandfather live in Natick.
Okay.
And one time we met them at this mall and hung out with them all day there. Pretty sure. It was a while ago, though, I guess, because I don't remember anything about it.
It's huge. When we were driving up to it, a sign said Natick Mall next 4 rights.
Nice.
So this thing is huge. But yeah, what else? What else did I do? I bought a Pokemon mystery box there at the GameStop. It was this ghetto-ass cardboard box written in Sharpie.
Oh, I see.
Pokemon mystery box for like $57.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to do
It
it.
was one of those things where it was like, it's $60 for $180 worth of stuff.
That's what I assumed. I don't even think I got my money's worth out
No,
of this
you
thing.
never do. I bought one of those at a Comic-Con or a PAX once, and it was like a shirt I still have that I've never worn, and a stuffed animal that is lost to time, and like a pin or two and a coupon for the store that I was shopping at or something
Yeah.
like that. Why? What was in this one?
A Pikachu plushie.
Okay, good start.
Not bad. Battle, what are they? Battle figure. It's just a Pokemon figure.
Okay.
Of actually, if you want it, you can totally have it.
Okay.
What's oh my god, Farfetch'd Evolution.
Surfetched.
Sure, him.
Yeah.
Which that's everybody's favorite Pokemon.
I mean,
And
if you're talking just the new game, he was pretty popular
okay,
from because he's from Gen 8.
well, good because you're getting a figure of him.
Sick. Love Gen 8. I'm the one person on the internet who's notorious for loving Gen 8. I don't have any bad things to say about it.
And starter deck.
Okay.
And it had, don't get me wrong, it had
Some essentials.
it had a couple of you know how like they'll put the I don't want to call them V cards, EX or GX cards up front.
Yeah.
It had 4 of those
Oh.
but it was a set, and it was the same set. It was like 2 of this Pokemon and 2 of its evolution.
Oh, okay.
So it was the same card twice for each of them, which was okay. And then a bunch of dumb essential stuff if you want to start a new deck. And
Right,
right. Me and the 2 other people I went in on this with, my mom and Pauline, weren't really looking to start a new deck. So all it said, because I asked, I was like, so what can you expect in this thing? And he was like, there's guaranteed Pokemon cards. And I was like, oh, packs, cool. I'll do packs. I didn't want a starter deck.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. Starter decks are interesting because, like, not that I'm allowed to buy Pokemon cards anymore because the YouTubers and scalpers ruined that. So actually playing Pokemon is probably dead. But if I'm gonna go in on a starter pack, because starter packs are $12 for
Yeah.
essentially 1 or 2 cards, and
It
maybe
was
some
a little
essentials,
nicer
you know?
than a starter deck. It was some sort of package deal,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it was a starter deck and 4 GX cards.
See, starter decks are interesting because if the card is really, really, really good and really one I want, I might get it. Other than that, I'm probably not going to get it. But, like, if a relative got me a starter deck and was like, I know you like Pokemon cards, so I got you this, I wouldn't be upset.
No,
But
I
it
will
d-
say
it
I'm at
is-
the point where I cannot take cards I don't want. I'd rather go on a site and buy the
Right.
cards I need.
Yeah.
But I get the sentiment you're saying. It's not like that'd be cool if somebody just gave, if that was a present.
Right, yeah.
I'm sorry, I derailed you.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. But it was an
What I was going to say,
yeah.
it doesn't sound in one of those, that's what the conclusion of my thing was. In one of those things, I would have preferred a couple packs.
right.
Because one starter deck, which is basically like, as you said, 4 cards, and then the rest are kind of useless,
Mm-hmm.
is the same as like 4 or 5 packs,
Right.
which could have some real cool stuff in it.
Right. And that was it. Those 3 items.
Yeah.
I was bummed.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
starter deck, little
Pikachu
Surfetched
plush.
figure, and a Pikachu plushie.
Yeah.
How big is this plushie? Like,
It's good. It's like probably not a foot. What would you say? Like 8 inches or something. It's
okay,
pretty big.
okay, yeah. I don't know if that's definitely not $60 worth.
No. I see. The reason I said okay, I'll do it is because I was in a GameStop. It's not like your mom and pop shop who
Right.
this is. I was like, I've never seen such a getaway
Yeah, I've never
mystery
seen,
box.
I've never seen one of those outside of conventions.
Yeah, it was just in this GameStop, and I was like, this is GameStop.
Remember, I remember one PAX. I don't know if they do it anymore because last PAX I went to, they weren't doing it. I even asked, and he was like, "No, we're not doing that." But he said we're not doing that this time. But limited run games will do that.
Right,
That's how I got Oregon Trail.
right,
Right. Which was like
Watch our playthrough of that.
watch our playthrough of that, but like low key, like I might play that again.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
That might be one of my favorite games that I played that year. It was really good.
Yeah.
That game's good.
We had a good experience too.
Yeah, also that, yeah. Yeah, no, the Let's Play was great. That's one of the early Let's Plays that we did that I think is still pretty watchable.
Oh yeah,
No,
definitely.
those are no, but what I was saying is I agree with you. I've never seen one of those at like a big retailer.
It just blew my mind. I was like, okay, I can't just walk past this.
Right. No, that happens sometimes. You're like, I mean, I've got to tell a story about this
Yeah.
someday.
And the other thing too was, there were a couple of them, and I was stuck between Star Wars and Pokemon. And I went with Pokemon for one reason and one reason only. And Pauline said it. There's probably more options with Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah,
you're right.
With Star Wars, I mean, Star Wars is probably just figures and maybe a shirt because
Right.
we're talking GameStop ThinkGeek, right? So it's not
Right.
gonna have any comics in it.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
And I'm sure it's not gonna have a new AAA video game in it. I'm sure the ThinkGeek side of things is what's doing these
Right.
Kato mystery boxes.
Right. And so she had a point. I was like, you're right. And I expected, like, my expectation was a stuffed animal, a pin, some packs, and maybe something else.
See, it's weird you didn't get a shirt. Those are usually guaranteed.
yeah,
a
a shirt, right. And it was so light.
Right.
Should have tipped me off. But I assumed it was packs. I was like,
Right.
there's definitely a stuffed animal in here. I knew that. I could tell just by picking it up.
Right.
But GameStop
Yeah.
did this to me.
Yeah.
Not your mom and pop gaming shop.
No.
GameStop.
I bet if a mom and pop shop did that, it would be better.
I'm sure it would be. I've worked at a mom and pop comic game shop
Yeah.
and have put together a mystery box with the owner, and it was far superior. Yeah, I was just let down. I will not do that again. And another thing, so like I said, there was a couple of them. All of the other ones, it was Star Wars Mystery Box 1, this Mystery Box 1, this Mystery Box 1. The Pokemon one was Pokemon Mystery Box number 4.
Oh.
So it was like, I'm the fourth one to get one of these mystery boxes. They're selling. They must be putting good shit in this Pokemon one.
No, I think all their sales are people like you who are like, what the hell is this? I've
Right.
got to know.
Right. In this franchised gaming stop.
Yeah. And also,
Gaming stop, just it's called
do
game.
you think GameStop's short for video game? What if GameStop was short for video game stop? That'd be crazy.
But yeah, there were other shops there too that were really fun.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. How was your week?
Well, I've honestly, all things considered, had a pretty strange week.
Oh,
I think I'm losing hearing in my right ear. And here's okay. So, Saturday, not yesterday, but last Saturday. So, you and I hung out Friday and Sunday to do
yes.
podcast
Yes.
channel stuff. So the one day that we didn't meet up, my ear started feeling weird, and it just sort of felt like it was clogged.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, there must be. I pride myself on keeping my ears clean. I feel like cleaning your ears like daily once you get out of the shower is something that some people forget, and I don't. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, maybe some wax got lodged up in there or something. So I tried to like do something about it, and it didn't work. And it really just felt like something was stuck in there. You know, it just felt a little clogged. Then like Tuesday rolls around, and I can barely hear out of my right ear.
Jeez.
It seems like it's very clogged, and like it's clearly not wax,
Yeah.
because I would have been able to fix it by now. But just in case it was, I got like this special goop that you put in your ear, and it's supposed to help wax get out. and it didn't help at all, and it was just getting worse and worse. Now not only can I not hear well, but there's like a ringing in my ear. There's like an intense ringing. But the thing is, there's no pain. Because
Okay.
if it hurt, I'd be like, oh, ear infection, right?
Yeah.
But there's no pain. I don't feel pain in my right ear. It's just there's a ringing, and the ringing has gotten worse and worse.
Any pressure?
No. It's just, it feels clogged. I can't hear that well, and it's ringing. But so yesterday was really bad. 2 days ago, I could barely hear. I literally cleaned out my ear with a Q-tip, and I didn't hear it. It was the weirdest thing ever. I felt it, but I didn't hear it.
Wow.
Today, when I woke up, it seemed a lot better. It's kind of like I'm almost having like the reverse problem now. Like it feels a little clogged, right? But instead of not being able to hear anything, everything is like really loud. Like my voice as I'm talking right now is like really loud. And the ringing in my ear has gotten worse and worse. But it seems like something's happening, you know?
I would get that checked out.
Yeah, I'm working on that. That's getting it checked out is posing more difficult than I thought it was. I spent a good portion of Thursday and Friday trying to figure that out, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna try that again tomorrow or Tuesday or something.
Okay.
And this is why I hate the internet, because I went on the internet and I found one site, and it was the first site I found sounded pretty much like what I had. Like it was like it could be this, which is essentially hearing loss, and
It's not hearing loss. There's an infection of sorts or
right,
something
yeah,
like
no,
that.
it's no, I'm not going deaf,
Right.
but essentially this I forget what it's called. I remember that it was like SSIH or something like that, and it was like hearing loss, right? But sort of, but all the symptoms sounded legit. It was like it starts to feel like this. Some people mistake it for this, but then it gets more serious and all this. And it even said some people mistake it for wax buildup when that's not the case. And I was like, okay, this could be it. And I went to another website, and it was like, you could have a brain tumor. And I was like, all right, I think I'm done Googling things.
Yeah, it gets out of hand. Yeah, I'm sure it's some sort of
Yeah.
infection.
Yeah. I just gotta.
You don't do anything to cause like tinnitus
Right.
or something like that.
I mean, what is tinnitus? Because I was looking it up, and it seems like tinnitus is just ringing in the ear.
Yeah.
Then wouldn't I just have that right now anyways? Because my ear is ringing. Right?
But that could be a side effect of something else that's going on. Tinnitus is
Okay, so-
constant ringing in your ear, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And it's also caused by something.
Got it. Okay.
Like construction workers usually get tinnitus.
So tinnitus equals ear ringing. Ear ringing doesn't equal tinnitus.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor.
Right.
But to me, yeah, I've had ringing in my ear before. It wasn't tinnitus.
Right.
And
only
tinnitus
we-
is also, if you have tinnitus, you have tinnitus.
Right.
You
Forever?
You can do stuff to make it better, but you have tinnitus.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Um.
If only we knew someone who frequented this podcast who
Yeah.
knew about medical stuff. Too bad we don't know anybody like that.
No.
Um.
Too bad someone like that hasn't filled me with news for the week. No, see, she'll tell you all about it now.
Yeah.
She'll listen to this and she'll text you or something.
So a week from now, when my eardrum
Yeah.
is ruptured,
There's bleeding from your ear.
I'll get a text from her. She's like, "You should have gone to the emergency room 6 days ago." And I'm like, my whole bed is covered in blood. I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, Pauline. I really appreciate it."
I when I was a baby, I had 4 sets of tubes in my ears for infections,
Okay.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
I had a lot of the ear
4 in
infections
each ear.
4 times.
Oh,
They
oh,
put
you
'em
had
in-
one tube 4 separate times. Got it.
Yeah.
1 tube in each ear 4 separate times.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
As
You meant like John Wick style, like tubes in your ears.
no, when I was in high school, I got the strangest ear infection ever. It was something similar to what you're talking about, except the tone I heard shifted.
Oh.
I couldn't play guitar properly.
Oh, tone in general.
Yeah.
I see. I thought you meant the ringing you were hearing changed pitch.
No,
You mean,
the tone of things. It was the strangest thing that's ever happened.
clearly
to
it
me.
got better.
Well, yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, they figured out what was wrong, and it was some sort of infection type of thing, and it
Yeah.
got better. But I couldn't practice with the band. I mean, I could, but it didn't sound right to me.
Right.
There was this really cool concert that on TV that I've never seen again. It was like, here's all your favorite guitarists, and they're all gonna play in one big concert, and I got pissed.
Because it sounded wrong.
Yeah, everything sounded shit, like
That's
absolute
so
shit.
weird.
And I was like, well, I'm going up to my room. I've never seen that concert again.
Damn.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Different, hopefully luckily, than what you're going through.
Yeah, see, I've had an ear infection before. I had an ear infection when I was a kid, and it was a bad one. It was the whole, penicillin type thing.
Yeah.
And it hurt a lot. And my
Yeah.
ear does not hurt. It's just ringing. My head
Yeah.
sort of hurts sometimes because of the ringing, but my
Right.
ear is not what's hurting.
Wow. Well, let's all hope for a recovery of Thunder.
Yeah, yeah. There's other stuff to be concerned about. Don't waste your time worrying about me and my weird ear. By the time, it's like the 30th that we're recording this, isn't it?
Well, right now, yeah. Today
Yeah.
is the 30th.
Yeah.
So yeah, by the time they hear this, you might have cut your ear off already, which would solve nothing.
Well, no, I was gonna say instead of worrying about me, celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. But by the time this podcast comes out, that is over. So instead of worrying about me, celebrate Pride Month.
There you go.
Which is what happens in June. I'm pretty sure. I should know this. It's either June or July. Forgive me. They start with the same two letters. J.
Yeah.
They start with J.
Moving on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
I don't have much news, but I do have some. So want me to go
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
So first, okay. So I have one bit of news that I actually care about, and
Okay.
one that I don't, but I think it'll be funny to talk about.
Okay.
The Suicide Squad movie,
Yes.
James Gunn's Suicide Squad. It was officially rated, and it was
Okay.
rated R, of course.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about it because it's rated R for violence, gore, and graphic nudity,
Oh,
which is like not usually a superhero
right.
thing. Like not even Deadpool
Right.
is rated R for graphic
Ooh.
nudity. Because there's a difference between, in the rating system, there's a difference between nudity and graphic nudity.
And I know you have a different opinion about this, but I think that what I'm about to say is popular opinion. If this was to be a more respected superhero movie, it might change the game. If
I mean, say it. If this was a Marvel movie.
if it was like Justice League 2, or like if it was a more well-rounded, more well-received
Right.
franchise.
See, that's the
than
thing.
Suicide Squad.
I think the Suicide Squad, which is the name of this movie, is going to be good. I don't think it's going to. Maybe HBO Max will help this, but I don't think it's going to get as many views. I know that's not the right word, but I don't think it's going to get as many views as Suicide Squad 1, because
Right.
everyone was excited about that, and then it was really bad. And I don't think it's going to get as many views as the new Wonder Woman. I just don't think that people are,
Right. That's what I'm
there
saying.
for it the way that I feel like, once again, James Gunn is going to make a movie that's going to mildly flop at the box office, and then it's going to be like a smash hit for years to come, where no one
Right.
shuts up about how Suicide Squad was the best superhero movie. You just don't understand. And I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm sure. but you know, yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you. If this was like the new Avengers, and it was like,
Well, you named a couple of good ones. If it was Wonder Woman, if it like even in DC,
yeah,
there's some other franchises in DC where if there was graphic nudity in them, it might be a game changer for superhero movies in general. I don't know if the Suicide Squad is going to be the film
Right.
to do that. Who do you think is getting graphically nude?
oh, I don't know, man, because there's a lot of high-profile actors who like John Cena's not getting nude.
Right.
Margot Robbie's not getting nude.
Right.
Idris Elba's not getting nude.
Right.
It's got to be. I bet it's King Shark. I bet it's a joke, and I bet it's King Shark.
That would be dumb.
There's definitely not a sex scene in the Suicide Squad. It's definitely going to be a joke. Someone's going to be naked. It's going to be funny.
right.
So I don't know. I don't
And
know.
you know, if they don't go that extra mile, I think it'll be dumb no matter what. Like you put graphic nudity in your superhero movie for this.
Yeah. I think whatever it ends up being, that's going to be the general response.
Yeah.
Of like, really, that's why we did this.
Right.
Okay. Well.
Even if it is a sex scene and it's like, oh, the two secondary characters who are played by two actors you've never heard of,
Right.
went off to fuck. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You there's just I don't know. There's I guess there's etiquette. It's like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do something like that in a movie that it shouldn't be in,
right. Because
you're having it be one main character at least.
That's the thing with superhero movies. Like, there's no graphic nudity in Avengers Endgame because there's no time for graphic
Right.
nudity where they've got important stuff to do. Like, even if two characters were, like, hitting it off pretty well, like, in universe, out of universe,
Right.
there would never have been a
And
sex
if
scene in Endgame because it's a superhero movie. There's too much superheroing to do.
Right. And see, Marvel is a bad example. I think the Suicide Squad might be a good one. Is if it's a sex scene between two secondary characters, why do I care? Why is this in the
Right.
film?
Especially in Suicide Squad, the movie where there's, like, 40 main characters
Right.
and apparently, like, 39 of them are going to die in Act 1 or
Right.
whatever.
Right. I think you nailed it. It's got to be a joke
Yeah.
or like a oops, that didn't mean to happen thing.
Right, like we saved the day, but I'm naked in front of a crowd. Whoops.
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
It's
And-
definitely going to feel out of place.
Yes. Absolutely. I think at the end of the day that's what we're
Yeah.
coming around to is it's no matter what it is, it's going to feel out of place, it's going to feel like it doesn't belong, and it's going to feel like you made this poor upcoming actor do this for your joke.
Right.
Anyways, what was your other thing?
So, did you hear about this Teen Titans Go thing that's happening?
They're meeting up with the what are they called?
The
The Monsters.
Stars?
Monstars. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a Mystery Science Theater
Yeah,
style.
it's called
That's
Teen Titans.
stupid.
It's called Teen Titans Go See Space Jam, and they're going to MST3K, the original Space Jam, but they're gonna do it with the aliens from the original Space Jam.
Yeah.
I saw a clip, and they're like, steal our essence and turn into us. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they do. And then, like, it'll be like Blue One, and then Blue One will turn into Big Alien, but it'll have cyborg parts. But he still looks like Larry Bird. Like, they didn't change the design of the big.
Oh.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like Cyborg. He still
looks like alien version of Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Or alien version
Whoever
of,
it was.
Of Charles Barkley. They
Yeah.
still look like the alien, the big alien version from the movie, but they've got like Starfire powers.
That's good. You know what you need to do MST3K stuff? To be a credible comedian. And those shit. Like, you don't... Teen Titans Go doesn't get to MST3K people. They get MST3K.
Right.
Like, you're
Right.
not you're not funny to begin with. You're going to really go and make fun of a classic film. That's the other thing, too. You're supposed to do this to films that suck.
Right.
In Space Jam isn't one of those.
It feels like okay. I know the Minions don't talk, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if the Minions, if they were like Minions troll this movie, MST3K style, but it's Minions, and the Minions were like, but they picked a typical like bad movie,
Yeah.
like MST3K does. I feel like that wouldn't be weird. It is weird that the long-running comic book characters from the '60s, Teen Titans,
Yeah.
are going to be roasting, I guess, but probably not roasting because it's owned by the same company. The original Space Jam.
That's
It's just
that's the
weird.
thing too. The integrity of riffing a movie is gone when you own when the company that owns you owns the movie.
Right, because then you know that if they are about to make jokes about Space Jam, they're all going to be like put through a "is it okay to say this" filter.
Right.
And then it's going to be put through a "this is a kid's show" filter.
Right.
It's just going to be such, like most Teen Titans Go related things, it's going to be a terrible experience.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna put them on top. That's the thing is, as shitty as the characters they've created for that show are, in their universes, they always have to be the hottest shit that's going on,
Right.
and they suck. You make shitty characters. I would rather Michael Jordan and Billy West sit there in MST3K an episode of Teen Titans Go.
Billy West was Bugs in that one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. He was
and Daffy, I believe.
You're right. God, guy's so talented.
Yeah.
I will say, speaking of talented voice actors and actresses, I will say, and I need to, every time we shit on Teen Titans Go, I need to bring this up. I'm very happy that the people who voice the Teen Titans still get to do that.
Sure.
And they've literally, like, Tara Strong's been voicing Raven now for, like, literally 20 years or whatever. That being said, that's the only nice thing I have to say
Yeah.
about Teen Titans Go. I did watch, I think I talked about it on this podcast a while, way back in the day. I did watch Teen Titans Go versus the Teen Titans. It wasn't great. I knew it wasn't going to be, but, like, even, like, because the original Teen Titans was, for a lack of a better term, more gritty.
Yeah.
And, like, kind of for an older audience. But obviously Teen Titans Go is for a younger audience, so they kind of had to, like, dull that down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Teen Titans show up, and it's not instantly, like, cooler. It's just like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
I get
just
that.
like, they're here, but what does that matter in the Teen
they're
Titans
here,
Go
but
universe?
they're filtered, like you said.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They're here, but they're filtered for children.
They're also, I don't understand. That's like water and oil because they're opposite spectrums of the same characters. Like,
right.
how is there give and take comically? Because the styles are so different.
Right.
Like the
Well,
Teen Titans, like Teen Titan Go, Robin farts around them for a minute, and they're like, oh, okay, can we? There's superhero things
well,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah. Most of the comedy, if you will, quote unquote, is basically what you said. Like, to give your example, Teen Titans Go, Robin farts around, and then, Big Robin, Teen
Yeah.
Titans Robin, is like, well, I don't act like that. Huh, you guys are so weird.
Oh, okay.
It's basically stuff like that. Like the Teen Titans Go version of Cyborg can do like way more stuff than regular Cyborg. He can like turn into different stuff. So there was a lot of like, I can't do that, stuff
Oh.
like that.
You're also a real character, though. So
Right.
you can feel
The-
good about that.
I mean, the multiverse stuff was cool. It was entertaining for the 10 minutes it was happening, but multiverse stuff is always going to be entertaining. They got Weird Al Yankovic to voice Doomsday, which I thought was pretty weird.
Why?
I don't know.
How does he voice Doomsday?
The movie starts out and they're fighting Doomsday, and I was like, strong start. No, sorry, not Doomsday. Darkseid.
Oh, okay.
Doomsday's the thing that killed Superman.
Yeah.
Darkseid is what I meant.
I was going to say, not a Teen Titans villain, so already bonkers. That's so weird that they're fighting
Right.
Doomsday.
There's
Second
no-
of all, how is Weird Al voicing Doomsday,
No,
a character who doesn't speak?
Right. No, Darkseid. They got Weird Al to voice Darkseid. The
I
movie
don't
starts.
think Doomsday speaks.
The movie, I think he eventually might. I don't know. No one cares. It's 2021. the media has made it so no one cares about Doomsday. He doesn't talk in Injustice 1, so there you go. No, the movie starts out Weird Al. They're fighting Darkseid, and it's voiced by Weird Al. And then he just like, curses, foiled again. And then for the rest of the movie, they fight Trigon, and you know how I feel about that. Did you watch my? You said you were
Yeah.
busy, so
No,
you
I
watched
did.
You watched the Suicide Squad video?
Yes,
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did.
That's cool. I meant to ask when we were talking about
Yeah.
Suicide Squad, but then we got sidetracked shitting on Teen Titans Go. What do you have for news?
Okay. This is all courtesy of Pauline.
Okay.
Oh,
that's what you meant.
Netflix live action Avatar: The Last Airbender casting ethnicities confirmed.
Oh.
Aang. So they
Yeah.
say ethnicities confirmed.
Yeah.
I think there should be a ... kinda.
Okay.
Aang, Asian.
Oh. Okay.
Katara, Native American.
Okay.
Sokka, Native American.
That's the brother, right?
Yeah. Sokka, Sokka.
I don't know.
Zuko, Asian.
Okay.
Well, there you have
Oh,
it.
that's good. Good.
That
good,
narrows them down.
Good. Good.
Also, Katara in Sokka, whatever. Inuit, not Native American,
Yeah. Yeah.
would
kind
be
of
my guess.
kind of an interesting.
Unless that's what the point they're getting at is maybe there's technically genetically nothing different between a Native American and an Inuit person. I don't know, and they're just using it as like a catch-all.
Does that article you were just reading have actor names?
I
Or-
don't. I think they're just like, here are the standards.
Dude, do you think they don't have actors yet?
Probably not.
That's crazy. Why would? Okay, so they decided in a writer's
They can't
room.
even narrow down what the ethnicities are.
Right.
Because that's the thing. That's what makes me think Native American encapsulates Inuit, because
In
they
this,
have
yeah.
Aang. What did I say?
No. I just
Oh.
meant in this
Yeah.
article.
Because Aang and Zuko are Asian.
Right.
Do you know how many countries that encapsulates?
Right. Yeah.
At least they're trying. At least they're trying.
I don't know. That's kind of a.
More than M. Night Shyamalan was.
That's kind of a non-announcement, though. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have to go that hard, and by that hard I mean you either go harder than that or not as hard.
Right.
Because either your announcement is, here's the cast, here's their ethnicity, this one's Chinese American, this one,
Right.
or your announcement is
They're not going to be white.
right. Your announcement is we're making strides to make sure that the cast is.
Well, that's what it
ethnically-
said. It said to ensure that nobody's whitewashed.
Right. But they didn't have to go as far as to be like, all right, for Aang, we're looking for an like. This is not is that like this is information that the casting
Right.
sheet needs.
Right.
I don't need this information yet.
The casting sheet needs something more specific. Unless they're
yeah,
gonna,
usually casting sheet would be like, preferably Chinese American, this tall. And,
Right.
Yeah.
because, I mean, they should go this hard, but each region should have its own specific Asian.
That would be the
What's the word I'm looking for?
ethnicity, heritage.
Yeah.
That would be the dream, right? That's sort of what
It's
they.
the only thing that makes sense to me.
That's sort of what they
Especially-
did in the M. Night Shyamalan movie, but they did it bad. and
Right.
wrong.
Right.
Like, don't get white people out of there.
Well, I was just gonna say, especially if you're gonna make a point to say that Sokka and Katara are gonna be Native American, both of them are gonna be Native American, then get a bit more specific with the different
Right.
tribes.
Yeah, like you said, Asian encapsulates so many countries.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. But good for Netflix. I guess.
Yeah. Moving on.
No ill will towards whoever made this announcement. Just it came a little early, I think.
It's also like it's kind of a non-announcement.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
Tell us a bit more.
yeah.
And if you
Or-
can't, then
Exactly.
you don't have an announcement.
Exactly. Yeah. I
Um,
will wait for live action
Right.
Avatar news. I don't need.
I think they know it's such a hot button issue for some people that they were like, just let them know that there's not going to be fucking white people in this
Well,
one.
plus it is at the time of that announcement, AAPIH month.
Oh, right.
which is
right,
you know probably
right.
the reason why they made that announcement. Now, probably someone at Netflix was like, "We know what month it is. Do you have anything you could tell us?" And they're like, "We have a casting sheet." And they're like, "I'm gonna, we're gonna announce." You know, yeah.
Close enough. Just in, Guinness Book of World Records has officially accepted the evidence of a 123-year-old Francesca Suisano of the Philippines as the world's oldest living person.
Yeah, I'd say.
She transcends the record of 117 years old.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's deep. I thought the record last time I checked in, the record was 113.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't check this that often. It's now 123.
that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's so. Not to be rude, but is this woman like still cognitive? Like, how much of her is?
Probably not much. I hope she's still got it, but that doesn't matter for the record.
Right. Yeah. No. I know
Yeah.
that. I was just curious. 'Cause
Probably not
Sometimes
much.
you'll meet a 90-year-old and they look like they're 60.
Right.
But like, how far? Like, is this? Could this 123-year-old?
I got a picture of her if you want to see
Oh,
her.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lay it on me. Yeah, I mean that looks like a
Should-
woman who could be anywhere between 70 and
In
123.
Yeah. Old enough
Yeah.
is what she
It's
looks
so
like.
interesting. We age so rapidly, and then once we get old, we're just old.
Yeah.
For like 50 plus years, apparently.
If you
That's-
can make it.
Right. Oh, that's crazy. That's nuts. That woman was born so long ago.
Yeah, I'd say. I wonder. I'll do that to myself later. I'm gonna try and figure out what world events she was around for.
Oh, I love doing that. When I was young warthog, I was at Walmart once, and my brain was like, just finish it. I was at Walmart, and I ran into a woman. She was like 106 or something, and I spent the rest of the day being like, she lived through this.
Yeah.
When she was born, movies weren't a thing.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
That was fun.
We're still going. We still got more.
Yeah, go for it.
Rugrats in
Mm.
quotations.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's talk about this. I have things to say about this.
Well, you might have more after this. Rugrats fans react as Phil and Lil's mom is made openly gay in reboot.
Oh.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. She wasn't a single mother in the original Rugrats.
Right.
The dad was there.
Right. But they were like, even as a kid, I was like, these
Oh, no.
two
There
are
was, yeah.
on the verge of divorce
But
every
is-
day.
Not even divorce, but like there's not a connection with these
Right,
two
yeah.
characters.
The magic is gone. Their
But I-
babies have been 3 for 12 years.
But so I wonder if that's the direction they're going in, or if they're just because this is a reboot. This is no. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is a remake. This isn't
Yeah.
like this isn't starting off where Rugrats left off. This
See,
is starting over.
That's what I wanted to talk about because they released the theme song. And
Oh, did they? I haven't heard it.
They did, yeah. They it was the theme song and the visuals, and the visuals were a recreation.
Oh, okay.
The theme song was a recreation too. It kind of, if I can give my like brief review, I did like it. It kind of, instead of sounding like a children's toy making the music, it kind of sounded like an NES.
I want to hear it
But
for sure.
yeah, we'll listen to it before we do Bop or Flop for sure. Get us in the mood. But I, for some reason, this is my own fault. I thought this was a sequel. When the intro started, I was like, "Where's Kimmy and Dill?" And I was like, "Oh, this is a remake. This is a redo." They put Susie in the title, which was cool.
Yeah, I mean she's been there since the second episode, I think.
Right. No,
if
but
not
she
the first.
But she wasn't always in the intro sequence.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was excited about. But there was
Oh,
no
nice.
Kimmy and Dill, and I was like, oh, this is a complete
Yeah.
redo. So
Are they redoing the movies? That would kind of be cool.
I think they'll probably do what DuckTales did, rest in peace, DuckTales 2017, where they do the movies, but they do it like in an episode.
Okay.
Like they'll do
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Rugrats Goes to Paris special, but they'll do it like in like 40 minutes instead of a
Gotcha.
full hour and 40 or whatever Rugrats in Paris was.
Right.
But no, I was just like, oh, okay. Like I for some reason I thought it was gonna be like a sequel. As weird as that would be, because we already have a sequel. It's called Rugrats All
Right.
Grown Up.
Which wasn't that bad.
No, Rugrats All
yeah.
Grown Up was bomb.
Yeah.
I love that show. And the theme song is one of the first we ever did on Bopper
You're
Flap.
right. But so to get back to the
yeah, I was actually just about to.
I like the dad. I don't want him to not be in the show. But on the on the other foot,
single lesbian mom is not something quite represented in children's media yet.
well, that I wasn't even gonna go that far. I was just gonna say it wouldn't be make or break if he wasn't in the show.
Oh yeah.
How do you explain that? Because this show is still for kids. I'm
Right.
curious how they explain. I guess you don't have to. I guess you don't have to say.
Oh, how she has 2 kids, and because in my head it makes total sense. She was with a man. She
and
had
realize
2 kids.
she right
Realizes
had
late
some
in life that she's
right.
lesbian, and they
As
still get a
adults, we
divorce.
get
Yeah.
that, and I'm not saying shelter the children, but it's like I'm curious how they relay that
how-
information. But then again, kid shows do shit like that all the time, where you just accept that that's what this person is
Right.
and who they are and what they do. Like
yeah, that's
kids don't overthink things like that. It's just
right.
oh, that's their mom. She's looking for another mom or whatever
Right.
or whatever she's doing.
Yeah, it
in the
depends
show.
on how. It depends on how deep Nickelodeon wants to get, because this could be a really big turning point for like gay representation in children's
Yeah.
shows. Because I feel like Disney and Nickelodeon are both like doing their best with that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's interesting because they totally could just like, yeah, she's lesbian, but we're not going to mention it, and it's never gonna be a plot point, and
I think there's
who
a
cares?
I think there's a fork in the road. I think if the dad is involved in the show, there might be some hurdles and explanation
Yeah,
that they couldn't ignore, and I don't think anybody would think lesser of them if they were just like, this is who she is. I think kids will be fine with it. I think adults would be fine with it. If he's not in the show, there's zero explanation needed. It's just
right. And then at
You
that
know.
point, it's like, how much do they want to explain?
right. That's the thing, is if it's just this is the character now, the kids who watched the show in the 90s are adults, they can get over it. And
Right.
The kids who are watching it new have zero assumptions of this character, so
Right.
this is just who she is. It's 2021, no explanation needed. If the dad's involved, maybe some hurdles of explanation for kids if they want to. It's interesting. I have a feeling they ignore it. I don't think any lesser of them for just, this is who
Yeah,
she
yeah.
is. We don't need to explain to you why she's like
Right.
this.
No, that's cool. Disney's been doing good with that lately. There's a character in DuckTales who has 2 dads, and in High School Musical, the musical, the series, there's a prominently featured gay couple, and they just did like this is the introduction to our Instagram page or whatever, and the guy introduces them as ladies, gentlemen, or however you identify,
Oh, that's cool.
which I thought was pretty cool, especially coming from Disney, who has been like,
Ooh, that's
no,
something.
take it out,
Right.
friendly, keep the gay away from the kids, no violence,
Right.
no butts.
No butts, no violence. That's I think we should use that at shows.
Oh yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, or what you just said. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I like that.
no, I
uh,
think everyone should start doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Was that all for
No,
news?
it actually was. Oh god, now I got my water all unscrewed. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay. The Very Hungry Caterpillar
yes,
writer and illustrator died.
passed away. Yeah. Also, the voice of Sebastian passed away.
Yes. That is also true things.
Death is not funny. It's the way you said that. I didn't know the voice of Sebastian was still with us.
I never thought about it. Yeah, not much to say there. Just it happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
Very the guy who voiced Sebastian in literally everything.
oh, that's cool.
All the sequels, The House of Mouse. The only thing he wasn't going to voice Sebastian in is the new live action version, because it's going to be Daveed Diggs, guy who played Thomas Jefferson from Hamilton.
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be
He's getting a
Sebastian.
lot of voice acting roles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, assuming that Sebastian's not just him in a costume. I can only assume it'll be a CGI,
Oh, yeah.
but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Ready for more news?
Yeah. How much more do
This
we
is it.
have? Oh, okay, cool.
School of Rock actor Kevin Clark dies at
yes.
32.
I heard about this as well.
I guess it was a car accident.
Oh, that sucks. You never want people to die, obviously, but like when it's so young like
Mhm.
that, you always like.
Make assumptions.
It sucks that it was an accident. I always whenever it's someone young like that, I always assume that it's like heart problem or like addiction or something
Yeah.
like that. It sucks that it was an accident. That blows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few of them continued on with music, like in real life.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
and did stuff, and I think he's one of them. But yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Oh, okay.
so is the news.
Yeah, no, I heard that, but I heard like secondhand news of that. The article I saw was like Jack Black and Miranda Cosgrove comment on death of this person. I was like,
Oh.
what? What do these two have in common? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah.
That's true. God. They're connected forever, but will never have anything else in common.
Yeah. Unless I'm sure Miranda Cosgrove was at the Kids' Choice Awards that Jack Black hosted. But other
Oh,
than
I'm
that,
sure.
other than that,
Also, do you think... I think they've already done this once. I'm sure they'll do it again. They do, like, 10-year anniversaries of that movie, or they did the first time it happened.
yeah.
Do you think Jack Black envisioned himself 20, 30 years down the line? He's in his 50s or 60s, and he's hanging out with these fucking 30-year-olds.
Oh, this is the this is the movie that that got a cult
Yeah.
following.
That he needs to hang out with these kids
Yeah.
every now and then.
Now I'm just looking to see if they've ever been in anything together. It's not looking good. I forgot that Miranda Cosgrove was all up in Despicable Me. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like the sound of our voices. We have more podcasts. We have more shows. We have Let's Plays. We have video essays. We have
Mhm.
different, weirder, variety style stuff like our Dr. Payne show, which is essentially just a product review show, but no one is professional. No one is a professional product reviewer. Follow us on Twitch because it's free and we stream every Wednesday and Sunday from 5 to 7.
And it'll help us a lot.
And it'll help us a lot, and we would really appreciate it. And like and subscribe and do all the things that every other YouTuber tells you to do. And go to soundcloud.com/ no, I don't know. It's in the description. Our theme song, our podcast theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship, which is on their SoundCloud, and the Let's Play version is the Let's Play theme song rather is the 8-bit version of Sunny Day called Sunny Bit, also composed by them, also on their SoundCloud. And until next time, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
Stay safe, stay clean, and we'll see you next time. You had such a strong and I'm Lightning, and I fucked it up by giggling.
I like to live life the most